morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha Hammonds. I am your Fort Cavazos Central Texas realtor. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. So we're just going to jump right into this video. I've got a lot of things to cover and I'm going to try not to talk too fast. Okay, let's jump into it. Now, if you saw my previous video, you'll know that I've been a little bit not doing a lot of business lately, and so I had to get myself back on track, back in order. And one of the big key pieces was creating a weekly schedule and a daily schedule and keeping myself on task. I want to just clarify that this whole thing does not matter if you're not going to stay disciplined. Discipline is going to be key into taking action, into getting yourself on task, into being successful, into being the agent that you want to be. And that's what I'm working toward, and that is why I came up with this system that I'm going to show you today. And so this is how I'm organizing my days. As a very busy person, I homeschool my 4 children. I'm a wife. I have a photography business, or real estate photography business, that I do part-time with my husband until he's able to quit his job and take over more. I also run an in-home micro bakery, a very small in-home sourdough micro bakery. And so I've got a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things that I'm doing on a daily basis and a weekly basis, that this schedule really helped me. Now, this schedule breaks down my weekly and monthly tasks, my daily tasks, and then I break it down even further each day to what prospecting am I doing that day? How long am I spending on it? And then each day I have a full schedule that I'll break down with you guys. So let's jump right into it. So the very first key piece of this is breaking down the pillars of your business. What are the pillars of your business? For me, right now, it's agent-to-agent referral, sphere of influence and past clients, and social media. Those are the 3 things that I'm using right now to build my business. So all my prospecting is going to be focused around those 3 things. So I know as I'm going each day, what I need to do each day to fill that pillar, to fill that bucket, or should you say. And so we're going to go over my daily schedule and my daily tasks. Another key thing to this is waking up early. I'm a night owl, and I have now had to start forcing myself to wake up early because I can't do any of this if I'm not up early enough. I have to have time with the Lord in the morning. I have to have time to work out most days of the week. I have to have time to myself, where it's quiet and peaceful, where I'm not go. Otherwise there's burnout, which is what happened before. And so I'm learning from those mistakes and I'm implementing them in now, or implementing solutions in now, so that I don't go through those same things again. Or at least I try not to. And so waking up early is a key piece. Now I say early, I need to try to be up by 5 a.m. every morning. Yeah, that's rough for me because I'm like a 9 a.m. is too early kind of girl. Anyway, so I've been trying to get up by 5 a.m. every morning. Some days I'm successful, some days I'm not. I will say I have been up before 8 a.m. I think for the past 3 weeks, which has been really great. You have to be disciplined as well. None of this works if you're not disciplined. If you write out a schedule but you don't actually stick to it, then you're wasting your time. So you have to actually say, okay, these are the tasks I'm going to do. No other distractions if something else comes my way, unless it's something obviously that pertains to your business, but no other distractions, meaning if I get invited for lunch or this or that, like, you have to stay on task and you have to put this stuff first. Now, of course, there's things in my schedule that have to get moved around sometimes. For example, if we get a photography client and I have to go do a photo shoot during my prospecting time, I'm going to go do that photo shoot because that's going to make me money in that moment to put food on my table, and that is building that side of the business. If I get a showing, I try to schedule all my showings within a certain time frame, but if I need to do a showing during a certain time that I'm supposed to be doing another task or a listing appointment, things have to change. If I have an activity that I need to do with my kids that day for school or for whatever, things get changed to move around. So it's flexible, but there's also that level of discipline that, like, I'm not just going to move things around for the sake of going out to lunch or reading a book or whatever the case is, because it's really easy as entrepreneurs to say, I own my time. I can do whatever I want today. I'm going to take off today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And maybe sometimes that's okay, but for the most part, you have to stay really disciplined. So let's jump into it. So the very first thing I did is I wrote down what are the tasks every single day, every single week, and every single month, and every single quarter that I need to accomplish in my business. And from there, I broke it down even further. So I'm going to break down what I'm doing every single day. Monday, I have an accountability meeting with one of my agent friends in Texarkana. That's 30 minutes to an hour. We bounce ideas off each other. We help each other. We hold each other accountable. That's what it's all for. We're a little bit hard on each other. We say, why didn't you do this? Why did you make excuses? And so forth. We've been doing that for a few weeks now, and that has been really good. The second thing is Monday, my prospecting day. I try to spend 3 hours at least 3 days a week prospecting. So that's 9 hours a week prospecting. Could spend a lot more, but for me and my business and my life, this is what's working. So Monday, my prospecting is focused on social media tours. So I'm going out and I'm going to vacant listings, new construction, even occupied listings if the agent is okay with it, and doing social media reels and property tours. I do different kinds of reels. Some are walkthroughs, some are just clips, whatever. Sometimes I'll take a shot of the neighborhoods that I'm in, whatever. And that is for social media content. I try to get 5 to 6 pieces of social media content through those property tours. I also try to do more like talking head videos. So I get a couple talking head videos with points, whether that's while I'm driving or whether I'm sitting in my office. And then I'm also going to try to film some B-roll. So I'm doing, me working on the computer, me walking into my office, whatever B-roll, right? That way I have content to post for the rest of the week. And then that's for 3 hours. And then I'm trying to spend the other 2 hours of my day that I have to work editing those videos, getting everything, mashed up, spliced up, planning how I'm going to post it, planning what descriptions I want or captions I want, whatever, and getting all that just set up and planned for the week. So every day that I log in, I post it, I interact, and I get off. And that's another big piece is I have locked my social media that it does not let me into it until noon. I do not get on social media until noon. Okay, I try not to. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely sometimes ignore and I say allow 15 more minutes on my iPhone and I get on there and I shouldn't. But I'm trying to get to the point where from noon to 7 p.m. is the only social media time that I have. And my goal is to get on, make my post, go interact, go message, and then get off. And then maybe in the evenings right before 7 o'clock, go respond to anything that came in and then get off. Time wasting scrolling, doom scrolling has been the detriment to my business. I'm not gonna lie. And it's been a detriment in my household in general. My kids see me and I'm sitting there scrolling. It's an addiction. It's terrible. Got to get out of that. So that's that. So that's my 5 hours of work time. Also during that additional 2 hours, I'm doing a pipeline check-in. So any contracts, any pendings, any clients that I'm working with, just checking in, making sure everything is on track. I'm posting on social media every single day, and I'm also doing what I call the 5-5-5. So that's 5 posts, 5 interactions, and 5 DMs. Not 5 posts, 5 follows, 5 interactions, and 5 DMs. And I mainly do this for my photography side of things, for the agents that I'm working with on the photography side. So I'm posting. I am going to interact with at least 5 people. I'm going to interact or DM them, and I'm going to follow at least 5 new agents. That's my goal with that side. And then of course I'm posting, if I didn't already say, I'm posting on that social media as well. And that's Monday. Monday is my longest day. Tuesday, well, I guess Tuesday's just as long, but it seems easier because I'm not out and about. But Monday I'm out and about doing things, and then I'm coming back to the office, and then I'm doing a little bit of work. And then Tuesday is my email day. So Monday's my social media day, Tuesday's my email day. So like I said, sphere of influence and past clients are one of my pillars of business. And one of the way I'm staying top of mind with them is sending out a weekly email. I have been terrible at this. I usually send like an every 3-month email, like a quarterly email, but I have been very on track the past few weeks at doing it weekly. So doing a weekly email to my sphere, which also includes my past clients, which includes my database, which includes emails that I've gotten from cold calling, advertisements, whatever. Like I'm just building up that database and I'm sending that out, and I want it to be good, valuable. So I really do take time. Like I spend 3 hours on my emails. It doesn't always take 3 hours, but I spend a good amount of time planning out what I want to send, and it just being good content. I don't want to spam anybody. I want it to be good quality content, and I'm sending that out to my database. Plus I'm sending out a weekly email for the photography side of things to agents in my marketplace for the photography side of things. And then one time a month, I will be sending out an email to my agent referral database. Like I said, that's one of my pillars of business. So I will have a link below. I have a Christian agent referral network that I'm building up. I don't want to call it a referral network, but a database that I'm personally building up for me, so that when I'm sending clients to other states, I know that it's people that share similar beliefs, and that kind of thing. So I will leave that Google form below. If you're a Christian real estate agent and you want to fill out your information, please do, and I will add you to my spreadsheet, which then will add you to my email list. I am only sending out an email once a month. It's just to stay top of mind, letting you know that, hey, I'm here. If you have a client coming this way, think of me. Or if I have like a tip or a trick or something that I find valuable that I'm going to send out, or maybe I want to connect the agents so everyone can get to know each other. That kind of stuff. Like, it's not going to be weird, spammy stuff. It's going to be of value, and just me staying top of mind, because agent-to-agent referral is very important to me. That's also another reason I'm using social media, is agent-to-agent referrals. So even on my personal social media where I'm talking to clients, I'm still following agents on there and interacting with agents, because I want them to see that I'm the authority in my area and that they can trust me with their clients when they have clients that come to this area. So building out that. And then so 3 hours on emails on Tuesdays, and then the extra 2 hours are admin work, pipeline check-in, posting on social media, showings, whatever you got to do during that other 2 hours, right? And then doing all your interactions on social media. Wednesday is a pretty soft day. So Wednesday is posting, doing my interactions, filming a YouTube video for you guys, for agents, for my agent YouTube channel. And then it's my learning day. So it's the day that if there's any specific topic that I want to learn, whether that's video editing, whether that's taking CE classes, maybe I have some books that I want to read. I mean, the list goes on and on. That is the day that I'm doing it. And I want it to be intentional. Like, I want to sit down and actually focus on what I'm learning, not just have it in the background. So I will spend some time doing that on Wednesdays during my prospecting time. It will be my learning time. Okay, and then Thursday is my dough day. So like I said, I run an in-home micro bakery. So Thursday is the day that I am prepping dough, and that usually takes 4 or 5 hours, just depends. So, you know, if I start at like 7 a.m., maybe I'm done by 1. And then I have the rest of the day, and that rest of the day, I'm usually taking, like, if I have any tasks I need to catch up on, that's what I'll do. If I have any showings or listing appointments, I'll try to schedule them during that time. Catch up on any tasks, checking on my pipeline. Of course, I'm still making my posts on social media, doing my interactions. That's a daily thing. Checking in on the MLS. If I didn't already do it during my learning day, I'm going to check in on the MLS, see what the market is doing, check what's active, what's closed, what's pending. What are our days on market looking like? What's our average price looking like? You know, just staying up to date with all the market things, which is something every agent should be doing on a regular basis. And then if I don't have anything to do, like specifically for that day, which most days I do, I may just spend the rest of the day with my family. Just go out and about and have a good time with my children, maybe focus on something with school, whatever the case is. And I will get to how I incorporate school. Don't worry, we will break down like my time blocking in just a few moments. And then Friday is bake day and delivery day. So I do porch pickup, so they just come straight to my porch to pick up their bread, but I am baking, and baking is almost an all-day thing. And so I just dedicate the whole day to baking. If I have free time afterwards, I'm probably going to spend it with my kids, closing things out for the weekend, checking my pipeline, just making sure everything is set for the weekend so I don't get bombarded on Sunday when I open back up for work, because I try not to work on Saturdays if I can avoid it. And of course I'm posting and I'm doing my interactions and all that stuff. Again, that's a daily thing. And then Saturday, I'm trying not to do any real estate work. And then Sunday, my goal is to actually start making long form, like high quality YouTube videos for my real estate, like my client related channel, where I'm doing in-depth property tours. It's like goes far beyond just a social media video. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, and that'll be Sundays after church, of course. Go to church, then go do some property tours, edit them, get it planned, everything for the week, get Monday's content planned, like what houses am I going to go tour, do all that stuff. And that is how I'm breaking it down each day. Now, I have, and I'll try to link this template below, but I got these from Canva. So it's an hourly time block. What is it? Half-hour daily time blocks. I hate time blocking. I do. I just have to do it. I have to get out of my own mind, and I just have to do it. So I am just pushing past the things that I want to do. I'm pushing past my natural inclination to not time block, because I like to, it's weird. I thrive on structure and lists and to-dos, but I also hate time blocking and saying this is what I'm doing each time of the day. But lo and behold, it's what I'm doing. So I printed this out, okay? And it goes from 4 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. It has today's priorities, other tasks, brain dump, and notes. And so what I do is I will take my little pen and I will box out. So let's say from 5 p.m. to 8:30 or to right before the 9 a.m., that's my morning time. Or I said p.m., I meant a.m. So that morning time, that's when I'm waking up, I'm working out, I'm reading my Bible, I'm doing all that. And then I try to leave the house by 9 a.m. to get to the office. And so from 9 a.m. until that right before 3 p.m., that's my office time. And whatever I need to do that day, so I look at my daily tasks. Okay, it's Monday, you know, for example, what do I need to put on my schedule? And I just kind of use this as a to-do list. I don't necessarily say like at 12:30 I'm doing this, at 1:30 I'm doing this. I just use that time block as a to-do list for what needs to be done in that time. So, okay, I'm in the office at 9 a.m. I need to go, you know, here's all the addresses I'm going to tour, and then I'm having my meeting with my friend, my accountability meeting, and then I'm editing videos, checking on the pipeline, do my posts. Like, I just use it like a checklist, and so I put what I need to do. And I am very specific all the way down to like post, interact, get ready for the day, work out for the day, read my Bible for the day. Like, I'm putting all those things on there because I need to see clearly what needs to get done. And then from 3 p.m. to usually about the 6 p.m. mark, so 3 to 5 or 6, that's my school time, my family time. So when I get home, those 2 to 3 hours are when, if my kids needed help with anything on school. Again, we do a lot of unschooling, so there's not a lot of textbooks and curriculums anymore. But we do like to sit down and have like family read aloud time. Or maybe we're going through a history book. Like, we do still use some curriculum, like we're using history curriculum or a unit study. Or maybe the kids that aren't on a specific curriculum needed help with something. And so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna help them with what they needed that day during that time block. So like I said, we learn a lot through life, a lot through life. But I do have a specific time block where this is my family time, this is where I'm going in and I'm helping with school, we're reading books, we're talking, we're interacting, and we're putting it into that time. And then at about, usually during this time I try to at least get dinner started, but usually between 5 and 6 I'm starting dinner. Then my husband comes home at about 4:30. We have dinner. We interact as a family. We talk. We enjoy life. And then we start bedtime by 7:30. And hopefully everyone is in bed. We read our Bibles, read books, whatever. Everyone is in bed by 8 p.m., 8:30 at the latest, including myself and my husband. We like to be laying down in bed by 8 p.m. I like to try to be completely asleep before 10 p.m. because if I have to wake up at 5 a.m., I need a lot of sleep. And that's how I'm breaking it down. So that's my daily schedule. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's very important to me to still do the things that help me avoid burnout, right? So I have to wake up early to work out, to have my quiet time. I've been sitting on the porch every morning, or almost every morning, having a cup of decaf coffee, reading my Bible and eating my breakfast, and just on the back porch when the sun is coming up and it's cool and it's breezy and it's been such a good thing for my mental health. And then if I have time before I need to actually get up and start getting ready, I'll even read some of my books. I love to read. One very big thing for me is that I'm reading every night as I'm falling asleep. So once all the kids go to bed, me and my husband have spent time together. We've discussed whatever we need to discuss for the day. And like it's time for lights out, I turn on my Kindle and I just read until I literally fall asleep. I'll know that it's time for bed because my Kindle, so for example, say this is my Kindle, it'll just be doing this and then it eventually falls. And that's when I'm like, okay, it falls, fold it over, put it up, and I go to bed. That's been crucial for me because it's just like a release. I don't know what it is. There's just something it's important to me to do that. This whole thing, like I said, none of it works if you're not intentional. You have to be intentional. You have to create your pillars of business. You need to create your tasks that fill those buckets, and then you need to stick to it, and you need to be strict on yourself, and you need to be hard on yourself. You also have to do the things that don't neglect your home, don't neglect your family. And for me, I know this schedule is temporary because for me, if I wanted to come into the office 5 days a week, or if I wanted even not just the office, I'm also doing the bread. But if I wanted to work 5 days a week from 9 to 5, I would go get a 9 to 5. This is just to build. And then I know that as things build up, as my referral and my database builds up, I will be able to spend less and less time, but that's gonna take time. And even when it does, like even when you start getting business, you can't completely neglect all the things you did to get that business, which was the mistake that I made the first time. So you really do have to let it build up, and you have to let it grow, and then you can start seeing the fruits of your labor. And then yes, at some point you are able to start backing off a little bit, especially if you start putting things in place like investing or other ways to get residual income, that kind of stuff. So I don't know that I'll be doing the bread forever. Right now the bread is just something that I love doing. So if you're in the Killeen area and you want some fresh sourdough bread, let me know. But it's something that I'm finding joy in right now, that's providing a little extra income for my family right now. If I stop doing the bread, that's 2 days a week that I have now free, because I got all my prospecting done throughout the other 3 days. Minus, of course, posting and interacting, which still happen every day. Quarterly, this is another big thing, is sphere of influence and database. I am trying to do quarterly events. We actually have one coming up. We are renting out a water park, and that's going to be really fun. And doing just random pop buys. So for Valentine's Day, I took chocolate sourdough to all my clients that were in the area. That was a very long day of driving around. But staying top of mind with them and interacting with them on social media, like the ones that I have on Facebook or Instagram, staying interactive with them, sending them anniversary cards. Like, I have a whole video on my 7 client touch points. You can go watch that video and see like how I stay top of mind. But that's a whole other thing. But I think that's it. I hope this helps you guys. I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea of how you can structure your day and schedule if you are a busy person. We are all busy, but we all have 24 hours in a day. You will make time for the things that are important to you. Like, I'll be honest, I haven't been working out like I need to because it's not been that important to me. It should be, but it hasn't been. But I am going to get back into it because it is important. But at the end of the day, you make time for what's important to you. Are you really do an evaluation of yourself? And this is what I had to do for me. I realized I kept saying I don't have time, but I would find myself just standing in the kitchen. Like, I'll walk into the kitchen for something and then just find myself there scrolling for 15 minutes. Or the other day I went into my closet to start getting ready for church, and I just stood in there for like 10 minutes scrolling on social media. So we have a lot more time than we think if we just use it wisely. Anyway, that's all I have. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day. I will link all the extra videos I talked about. Well, I'll try to leave links below. The systems that I use, affiliate links, all that. If you do have any clients coming to the Fort Cavazos area, I would love to be your go-to agent to help you out. And if you ever need anything, please just comment below, reach out to me. I love to help any way I can, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.